Hello everybody, Jonathan Rayo here with Simplified Guitar, and in this lesson I want to teach you how to play the song Bless the Broken Road by Rascal Flatts. As always, right now I'm going to play through the song for you, and then at the end I'll break it down and explain it to you in more detail, so make sure to stick around for that. For now, let's go ahead and play through the song.
I set out on a narrow way many years ago, hoping I would find true love along the broken road. But I got lost a time or two, wiped my brow and kept pushing through. I couldn't see how every sign pointed straight to you. Every long lost dream led me to where you are. Others who broke my heart, they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true. God bless the broken road and led me straight to you. I think about the years I spent just passing through. I'd like to have the time I lost and give it back to you. You just smile and take my hand. You've been there, you understand. It's all part of a grander plan that is coming true. Every long lost dream led me to where you are. Others who broke my heart, they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true. God bless the broken road, led me straight to you. I'm just rolling home into your loving arms. This much I know is true. That God bless the broken road and led me straight to you. God bless the broken road and led me straight to you.
Alright, so we're going to be using 4 chords from the C chord family in this song, and I'm going to be playing with my capo on the 3rd fret. So that actually puts me in the key of D sharp or E flat, same thing, even though I'm using the C chord family chords. So the 4 chords we're going to be using, we're going to start with a C chord, which is going to look like this. This is a basic C major chord. We just want to make sure not to strum that low E string when we're playing a C major. We want to strum from the A string down. And then from here, I'm going to transition to a G chord. And right now, you're going to see why we're going to use this G chord shape with our 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger. If you look at that transition from a C to this G, it's a nice similar shape to that C. Okay, these 2 fingers are only going to be moving up a string each. So this is a much easier G shape to use rather than this G or this G or this G. Rather than using our 1st, 2nd finger up here, we're going to use our 2nd and 3rd finger up here. Okay, so that's just going to make transitioning easier within the C chord family. And then from the G, we're going to have an A minor 7 chord, which is going to be played like this. This also looks very similar to the C chord. If this is my C chord, this is my A minor 7 chord, so it's just 1 finger different. And for this chord also, we want to strum from the A string down and avoid playing the low E string. And then the last chord is an F over C chord, which is going to look like this. Also, we're not going to play the low E string for this one. We want to strum from the A string down. Now for strumming, we're going to be using the driving pattern, which is a nice simple 4-beat strum pattern. We're going to have 4 down strums with an up strum added after beat 4, and then the patterns are going to repeat. We also want to make sure to put emphasis on beat 1 and 3. So that's every other beat we want to strum harder. Okay? So let me just go ahead and play that pattern for you, and I'm going to count the beats out loud so you can hear what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 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 1. Now something that can be a little tricky for this song is that a lot of the chords are not lasting for a whole measure. So right at the very beginning, that first line of the verse, we have a C chord, and the C chord will last for one whole measure. It's going to last for 4 beats. So if you imagine that driving pattern that we just went over, the driving pattern is 1 measure long. So that C chord is going to last for 1 whole measure, or 4 beats. And then from there, we're going to make a switch to a G chord. And when we go to that G chord, the G is only going to last for 2 beats, or for half a measure. And then we're going to switch to the next chord, which is an A minor 7 chord. Okay? So we need to hold that G for 2 beats, and then be on the A minor 7 chord on beat 3. And we're going to stay there for beat 3 and 4. And then after beat 4, we're going to switch again and go to the F over C chord after that. So the G and the A minor are only lasting a half a beat each, and together they're going to make 1 whole measure. And then right after that, when we go to the F over C, that one also only lasts for half a measure. And then we go to a G for the other half of the measure, and then we go back to a C, and that C lasts for a whole measure. So what I'm going to do for that first line is I'm going to play through the chords, but I'm going to count out the beats, and I'm going to go really slow. And I want you to pay attention to when I'm making the chord transitions, at what point, I'm counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What point in those beats am I making the transitions? And you'll notice that a lot of these chords are transitioning in the middle, right in the middle of a measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 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 1. All right, I hope you found this lesson useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next lesson. Take care.